Hey girls, welcome back to Mixed Story Time with Miss McMahon. Well friends, guess what kind of stories we're going to be reading about this week? Do you see I have a little something behind me today? What do I have there? Oh, it's a whole what? There's an ocean behind me. A whole ocean full of ocean friends. Oh my goodness, do you see all of them behind me? The fish and the whales and the all kinds of things hiding behind under the water. Well, friends, this week we are going to be reading some stories, lovely stories about the ocean or creatures in the ocean. And our first story we're going to read is called Commotion in the Ocean. What? Commotion in the ocean? Well, I think commotion in the ocean means there's a whole lot of stuff going on underneath the water in the ocean. All kinds of friends live in the ocean, don't they? I bet you can name a few by just looking at the cover of this book. I bet. You know what this is? A shark. A shark lives in the ocean, doesn't it? Oh, what's this? An octopus. You're right. Oh, do you see someone else hiding in the background? It's the big giant what? The whale. Whales live in the ocean too. Well, Commotion in the Ocean is going to talk about all our lovely ocean creatures. All the creatures that live in the ocean, or some of them. And we are going to find out all about them. And maybe by the end, you can pick out a favorite. I bet you can. Well, here we go. Commotion in the Ocean by Giles Andrea. And our illustrator is David W. His last name is very difficult to pronounce, so I'm just going to read David, and his last name starts with W. All right, Commotion in the Ocean. Let's find out who lives in the ocean. What? There's a commotion in the ocean, a curious commotion at the bottom of the ocean. I think we ought to give a look. You'll find every sort of creature that lives beneath the sea swimming through the pages of this book. There are dolphins, whales, and penguins. There are jellyfish and sharks. There's the turtle and the big white polar bear. But can you see behind the wrecks and in between the rocks? Let's take a look and find who's hiding there. My goodness. Lots of sea creatures, lots of ocean creatures hiding in the ocean. Ooh, look at this friend. Who is this? The what? The crab! The crab likes walking sideways, and I think the reason why is to make himself look sneaky and pretend that he's a spy. Ooh, yeah, that's interesting. He walks sideways. Do you know anyone who walks sideways like a crab? I don't know. Oh, the turtles. We crawl up the beach from the water to bury our legs and eggs on dry land. We lay a whole batch, and then when they hatch, they scamper about in the sand. Pitter-patter. Look, they lay eggs in the sand, and then they hatch, and they all pitter-patter back to the ocean. Oh, whoa, who is that? I bet you can guess. The dolphins. The wonderful thing about dolphins is hearing them trying to speak. It's not how do you do, as I'd say to you. It's more of a click, whistle, squeak. My goodness, that's how they communicate, by clicking and whistling and squeaking. That's how they talk. Wow, and they understand each other. Oh, do you know who this is? It's an angelfish. Hello, I'm an angelfish, darling. The prettiest thing in the sea. What a shame there are no other creatures as gorgeous and lovely as me. She's very beautiful. Look at her stripes. Oh, who's this friend with the long tentacles coming down? It's the jellyfish. The jellyfish just loves to jiggle, which other fish think is quite dumb. She knows that it's not all that useful, but jiggling is lots of good fun. Do you like to jiggle? Like the jellyfish. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Ooh, she's got lots of tentacles to jiggle in the water. Oh, who is this? The shark. I swim with a grin up to greet you. See how my jaws open wide. Why don't you come a bit closer and please take a good look inside? Ah! The shark. I wouldn't want to go near a shark with those sharp teeth. Oh, do you know who this is with the long nose? He's a swordfish. I love to chase after small fishes. It keeps me from getting too bored. And then when I start feeling hungry, I skewer a few on my sword. Because nose is like a long sword and sharp. Ooh. Oh, here's our friend with our 8 long arms, 8 long tentacles, the octopus. Having 8 arms can be useful. You may think it looks a bit funny, but it helps me to hold all my children and tickle each one in the tummy. Oh, they look so happy to be tickled. Oh, do you know who this is? Whoa, it's the stingray. At the bottom of the ocean, the stingray flaps his wings. But don't you get too close to him. His tail really stings. Yeah, you don't want to get near his tail. It can sting you. Oh, who are these funny fellows? The lobster. Never shake hands with a lobster. It isn't a wise thing to do. With a clippity-clap and a snippity-snap, he will snip all your fingers in two. Ah! Yeah, he's got some claws. Don't want to get near those claws. Oh, look. These are the creatures in the deep, deep part of the sea. Miles below the surface, where the water's dark and deep, live the most amazing creatures that you could ever meet. There are fish of all descriptions, of every shape and size. Some have giant pointy teeth and great big bulging eyes. Some of them can walk around and balance on their fins. But the strangest fish of all have glowing whiskers on their chins. Whoa. Wow. What unusual creatures that live way down deep in the ocean. Let's see who else we find. Wow. You know who this is, the big blue whale. There's no other beast on the planet as big as the giant blue whale. He measures a massive 100 feet long from his head to the tip of his tail. He is very big. Wow. Oh, here are these funny fellows. The walruses. Our bodies are covered with blubber, and our tusks are incredibly long. We're grumpy and proud, and we bellow out loud to show that we're mighty and strong. Wow. Yeah, look at their long tusks. I bet they're sharp. Oh, look at these fun friends. You know who these friends are, and these friends are penguins. We waddle around in our icebergs, which makes our feet slither and slide. And when we get close to the water, we leap with a splash off the side. The penguins, they like to jump and play in the water. Oh, and here are our polar bears. Deep out in the Arctic, the mommy polar bear snuggles up with all her children, since it's very cold out there. Yeah, they live where it's very cold. You see all these icebergs back there? Well, what a lot of creatures we have seen beneath the sea. What a lot of funny things they do. Some of them might lick their lips and eat you in one bite, and some might want to swim around with you. The dolphin's very friendly, and the lobster's very fierce. Ooh, but the shark is the most dangerous by far. Can you name the other friends we've made along the way? See if you can tell me who they are. You remember some of the creatures we met? Right? We met that shark, right? And the big blue whale, and the dolphins, and the angelfish, and the jellyfish, and the swordfish, right? Just some of the creatures we've met so far. Oh, deep down in the ocean. Okay, friends. Have you discovered your favorite yet? All right, I bet you have. Oh, I love the octopus. He's the cutest, and she's the cutest. Well, friends, thank you for joining me today. in our story, Commotion in the Ocean. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.